Kicking off your morning in 8 minutes with your first alert forecast. We are tracking how much rain you can expect when we have more scattered rain and storms again later. That's when some heavier rain can really add up in parts of our area. So it's not as widespread. Remember, the coverage is down from yesterday. It's just where it rains, it pours this afternoon and evening. So that's where we'll get these streaks of a good ½ inch to an inch coming up from the south to central valley. Foothills and mountains, you can see some isolated higher amounts. I know a lot of us dealt with some of this heavier rainfall yesterday, so at least it's a little more hit or miss. And we do see a couple of those pockets of moderate to heavier rain adding up closer to ½ inch on the plateau. Lighter rain still on track for the Tennessee-Kentucky line. At least y'all getting a little bit of a break for now. And some of that heavier rain driving northeast across far northeast Tennessee and that rainfall forecast where you live today.
Heather, thanks. 6:50 now. Tonight, city leaders are set to vote on a contract with the National Institute for Criminal Justice Reform.
It's a year worth of work that would cost the city more than $500,000. Leaders with the California group say that money would go towards hiring 6 people from East Tennessee to lead this new initiative. They say they would work alongside programs in the city that already exist, hoping to give them more resources. Some violence prevention groups already in the city say they don't think it's necessary. We'll let you know what comes of tonight's meeting. And the Knox County Forensic Center is out with its 2 yearly reports outlining death trends in Knox County.
The biggest positive is the drop in drug-related deaths, but still some trends and concerns East Tennesseans have to work through. While fewer people are dying from drugs in East Tennessee, there's a concern for the future in the fight against addiction. Since 2018, the amount of fentanyl in overdose deaths has doubled, leading some to worry there's a growing tolerance to the drug. The concern from there grows that newer, more potent drugs will be introduced and more complications from that will roll in. Well, the jury will deliberate today in the public corruption trial of former House Speaker Glenn Cassada and Cade Cothran.
Closing arguments lasted more than 6 hours. Both men face 19 counts of conspiracy, fraud, bribery, and money laundering. Prosecutors told the jury the case is all about state money and how the defendants lied to get it. The defense argued there was no crime committed, and the judge sent the jury home after closing arguments. They will return today to receive instructions and start deliberating.
Well, this week, the Supreme Court will hear President Donald Trump's plan to end birthright citizenship. It gives legal citizenship to all children born in the U.S. regardless of their parents' citizenship. The Supreme Court previously deferred the president's request, allowing him to enforce the plan. Now the justices will hear arguments on Thursday on whether to restrict orders by lower court judges. The last living American citizen taken hostage into Gaza has been released from captivity in what is being called a goodwill gesture.
Eden Alexander was freed Monday after 584 days as a hostage. The 21-year-old holds American and Israeli citizenship and moved to Israel to serve in the military. He was stationed near the border with Gaza when Hamas attacked on October 7th, 2023. The release came with no strings attached, meaning it does not guarantee a pause in the fighting or the return of any Palestinian prisoners in exchange. Eden is now receiving medical care at a hospital in Tel Aviv. An estimated 58 hostages remain in the custody of Hamas. 23 are said to be alive. Want your kids to go to private school? This week, applications for Tennessee's new voucher program are now open.
To make sure your kids qualify and you've got the right documents to apply for this, there's a checklist you'll need to review. Nearly 200 schools in the state are expected to accept public money to pay for private school expenses. The $500 million plan gives 20,000 students around $7,000 each in vouchers. The application window opens Thursday. We've got the details for you inside your WVLT News app.
You'll want to go today if you need to do some business with some Knox County offices. Starting tomorrow through Friday, the West Satellite office will be closed. That includes the county clerk's office, trustee office, and health department clinic at that location. And so they can move from their current location at Old Cedar Bluff Road to Corporate Square at 9000 Executive Park Drive. Those offices will reopen on Monday.
Well, it may be hard to believe, but Memorial Day weekend is right around the corner. AAA predicts more than 45 million Americans will travel at least 50 miles on their trip. That would set a new travel record for the holiday weekend. The previous mark was set 20 years ago, back in 2005. That's when 44 million people took a trip. The majority of them will be on the roads. The good news is gas prices are low. The national average is down nearly 50 cents compared to last year.
And a chance to see and hear the smooth sound of jazz in Market Square tonight. The Greg Tardy Quartet is playing tonight, assuming that the rain holds off. The free concerts happen every Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. in May, June, and September. So if you can't make it tonight, you still got plenty of options to enjoy some live music this summer. And a celebration of all things Scottish is happening in East Tennessee this weekend.
Yeah, we're talking about the annual Smoky Mountain Scottish Fest. It's always so fun. It's happening at the Townsend Visitor Center Saturday and Sunday. It's Tennessee's oldest festival of Scottish, Irish, and Celtic culture. There will be pipe and drum competitions, Highland games, food, craft brewing. The festival runs Saturday from 8 to 9. Sunday, it goes from 8 to 4.
We want to go ahead and check in on that traffic with Olivia County. She's tracking that backup for us now. Olivia, how's it look?
Yeah, guys, been a really busy start out there on the roads. I am going to start out with one of those morning commute hotspots. North and southbound lanes look good on I-75 at Merchant Drive. Taking a look at that big picture, you see the green, see the movement. That construction in Campbell County continues this morning. This crash, I-40 West, shut down in Roane County this morning. You see the slowdowns. This is at mile marker 356 Gallagher Road. Something to take note of if you are headed out the door this morning.
5 minutes to 7, and some of you running into raindrops this morning. It is more of a widely scattered light to moderate rain. We have some very isolated pockets of heavier rain to a rumble of thunder. Right now, a few showers, layers of clouds and fog, and temperatures still above average for the lows only. 60 right now, Crossville, 61 Knoxville, 59 Tellico Plains to 61 in Sneedville and La Follette, to name a few spots. A lot of us have this cloud cover moving ahead. You can see a little peek of some sun. We'll see a little bit more break for some sun before more storms move up our way. Some pockets of fog this morning too, especially in Blunt to Knox, Union to Campbell, Anderson, and Scott counties here as you're stepping out the door. Also walking through the day with that rain gear in hand, because we'll slow down our heating midday to afternoon to low 70s as downpours and storms spread out at a better coverage midday into the afternoon, and that lasts into your evening. Luckily, at least this active pattern shuts off after today, at least spotty storms later tomorrow. A little lull there Thursday before a front heads our way. So that's why that active pattern returns Friday to Saturday. I'm tracking all that out for you as well, coming up on the CW at 7 o'clock.
All right, Heather, thank you so much. A lot happening over on the CW Knoxville this morning. We are following new research on weight loss drugs. What drugs are more effective in helping you meet your goals? You're going to want to join us over on the CW. We hope you have a safe and wonderful Tuesday.